Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my crafty desk. Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire. And I am filming this on Saturday, the last day of the bazaar. I'm only doing one bazaar. Our area is very, very small, and our bazaar is very small. It's not super advertised. It's put on by the kids at the school, so it's a wonderful way for them to, the high school kids. I think it's I'm not sure what class it is, but anyways, to raise money. So it's great. It has lots of great benefits for the kids in our town and things like that, and for vendors that are selling things. However, I will say, it is definitely a place where the majority of people are the $10 to $20 and under purchase. And we all know, based on the videos and the stuff that I've already shown you, that I am not really in that area. Most of the ornaments have already sold. I'm hoping that all of them will sell, but that's okay if they don't. The button ornaments are I've sold a couple so far, but that's really only because they've only been selling to people who understand what they are, understand what the buttons are, understand the art of it, and appreciate the value of the button ornament. Other than that, my other ornaments, I didn't show you. I found, when I was looking through my stash, I found some metal ornaments that I purchased a long time ago, and I was going to use them, and I never did, and I had a whole set, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go take them to the bazaar, put them in my stuff. So they're super cute, and they are selling. Those were selling, but I marked them down really low, $5 and $3, so those sold. Sold a few pillows. But again, you know, they were $8 each. The furniture, as of right now, has not sold. And I don't want to bring it home. As much as I'm in love with it and I really want to try to figure out how to fit it into my house, it does not fit. I need to sell it. If I bring it home, it's going to get stored in the garage. So what I did is I went to my die cut machine, my little Sizzix. Is it a die cut? Yeah, it's dies, right? I'm cutting dies. So my Sizzix Big Shot. And I thought, what am I going to do to jazz them up and post and make some cute? Because I don't want them to be like ugly price slashing. So I'm hoping that this is gonna work out. I cut out different sizes. These are from a past video that we did, and I was making some little things, add-ons. So I'm gonna use these. But these don't have to be just price slashing tags. They can be anything. They can sit just like that. But I'm going to put my little star in there, which that's also really pretty too. If I was doing this for a journal, I mean, I would be putting other things on here. I'd be putting some laces, some fabrics, a button, you know, there's cute little things that we could do. We could put images on here and dress them up. These could be pockets and tucks. They could be journal cards. They could be all sorts of things. But for me today, they're going to be price slashing stickers. Stickers, not stickers, paper, yes. And then I'm gonna hang them. And so I decided I don't want the price to be on here, what I'm marking them down to. I'm gonna mark them down significantly. It's still gonna be over the $10 to $20 price mark, but I'm gonna mark them down, and then I'm gonna post them on my Facebook page in my area. So if somebody sees them, they can comment and they can come see it. I do have a video of me running around there. I don't know if that's gonna play before, during, or after this, so I don't really know. But you'll see it all if you want to. But this is what I come up with. So what I've come up with, I'm gonna just do this. I cut some pieces out. I wanted them to stand out, and then I'm gonna hang them and post them like on the place. Just get them really pretty. I think it's gonna stand out. So all I've done is cut my pieces out with my Sizzix, and then I took this and I used my paper over here. I was like, what's gonna look good? I mean, reduced, no, price slash, no. I mean, what are people gonna understand now? And then I thought, I don't wanna put pricing on there. Then I did this marked down, and I put marked, and then I did my D through it, and I was like, wait a minute. I think I like that. I don't know that I needed to say down though, because the arrow points down. That's kind of fun. I think it's fun. Will it work? We don't know. We're gonna find out. Will it bring people in? I don't know. So I'm not the best at you know, making lettering and things like that, but as long as I don't think too much about it and I just go with the flow and let it what happens happens, I generally will be happy enough with what I've come up with, what I have done. So I'm looking on here because my word marked, and you can see I'm not a measure so there we have. I'm not gonna worry about that either. I'm just gonna hope that it fits. And I know if I start way over here, it'll fit, right? So let's see, we'll start with the M, and I know that I want my M And that's it, just simple like that. And then I want that to come down. I already know that. So let me get my arrow on there. And no two marks are gonna be the same, right? And then I just want that to stand out a little bit more. I actually did this part after I wrote the word out, so I kind of knew how fat I wanted it, and then I realized I went way into the A. So I'm gonna try it this way, this time. So, and I don't care if they go in a little bit, I just want, as long as you can read the word. Marked down. So, I don't know, do I need another arrow? I don't think so. So I'm gonna make a big fat arrow though. Okay. And then I just took my number 5, just a black ink pen. I just kind of practiced with it to see, am I gonna like it? And then I'm just gonna go like this, put little circles on my little areas there. I do that for interest and to help keep me lined out a little bit. Helps with my my perfect eyesight, and then that's it. Go around it, just kind of outline it. It's okay if it goes into it. I prefer it to have a little bit of white space, just for the, I don't know, is it dimension, depth? I don't know what it does. I like it. It makes it look, I like the way it looks to my eyeballs. So there we go. I had fun though. So Friday night was pretty fun. I can talk about that while I'm doing this. It was really great to see people I haven't seen in a long time, and it was nice to see people. I had a few friends that I've known for a long time, just people I know that even when I had my shop, I had my kids were in school teachers, that just knew who I was, and they're just really good about supporting people in town. And I know a couple of people bought a couple of little things from me. They weren't expensive, but I know when someone's just showing support. And that's what it was, and that really felt good. That was really nice. I did make my booth cost back already, so that's great. And I did have to buy a little extra paint, so I made my paint. My cost of doing this financially has been paid for, so that's great. And I realized when I was there that my candle blocks, although they're gorgeous, they do need that ring, and I did make, I'm gonna do that a couple of times. And I think maybe, I don't know, do I leave well enough alone? Or do I put some dots? I think I leave well enough alone for right now. What was I saying? Can someone please remind me? Oh my goodness. So that's just gonna go like that. I think, is that big enough? It's big, So, my gosh, I can't remember what I was gonna say. my financial costs, I've made that back, so that's great. What I would really like to do is make sure this stuff sells. I don't want to bring it home because it's going to go to the garage. It's going to go into the garage. It's going to get dusty. I just don't want to take it in there. There's a spring bazaar that happens every year too, but I mean, I don't want to haul this stuff. I would love it if I can sell the big pieces, the 3 big pieces, the hutch, the bench, and the vanity would be nice, so I don't have to store those. The little tables, I mean, I can deal with that. But anyhow, it was fun. It was fun to be there. I made people laugh. That was great. I love that part. I love that so much. I love making people laugh. And sometimes, I definitely stick my foot in my mouth when I do that, and I have, sometimes I get carried away. I can cross a line here and there, with what I say, but it's still all in good fun. I seen somebody I haven't seen in years and years. She doesn't even live out here anymore. Anyways, and she was like, I kept seeing this girl, and I was like, man, she looks familiar, but I just don't know who she is. Like, it's been, over 20 years, 25, maybe it's 20. Yeah, it's been at least over 25 years. Like, it's been a long, long time. And I thought, oh my gosh, she looks so familiar. Who is that girl? And I thought, well, maybe, you just see so many things on Facebook and YouTube. I'm like, maybe I just seen her somewhere like that. And anyhow, so she walks up, another friend of mine, they walk up, and they're together. And I thought, oh, And then I hear the girl say, the one I know, I hear her say, yep, yeah, that's Jason Wildermuth. And she looks over at, and then I seen her like point at me, and she goes, yeah, that's Sandra. She was like, no way. And then I'm thinking, what the heck? 'Cause I was busy talking to somebody about a cell. So I'm just kind of like hearing this, and I thought, what's going on over there? And next thing I know, I hear the name, say her name, my friend who I know, I hear her say the other girl's name, and I was like, no way. I just stopped what I was doing. I'm like, pardon me for a moment. I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in forever. Anyways, it was nice. Am I spelling marked? Oh my gosh, am I spelling marked right? Oh well, we'll see. They'll be like, she can't spell, she really needs some help. You guys buy her stuff. Okay, look at me, I'm getting too big now. So, am I getting too big? No. So, we did that. I ate a ton of sugar and sweets. Oh my gosh. Surprised I even was able to sleep last night with all the sugar I ate. But anyhow, so I'm gonna mark my furniture down. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna mark, I think pretty much in half. I mean, why not? What have I got to lose? I'm either gonna store it. I don't wanna store it. We only have today left, and it's 10 to 2. So if I'm going to sell it, I need to sell it. And I seen somebody there who I know, and I've known her, she's done paper crafting for years. And I was like walking by, and I'm looking at some cute little things, and then I see something that she made. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. It was like this little booklet thing. And then I looked over at her desk. She goes, yeah, I made this. And I look over and I see, what the heck? Is that a junk journal? And it is. It's a little bit more like, I would say like it's a junk journal, but it's made out of paper, and it's made out of cardstock, and she made her whole spine and her whole cover, and inside it's a December daily. It is not made from a recycled book, but it's still, in that junk journal world. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. I said, her name's Denise, and I said, it's so beautiful, Denise. I love it. Oh my gosh. I've never made a December daily. I go, I didn't know you did junk journals too. And she's like, yeah, she really likes it. And then she had these other two little things that I was buying. I go, man, $10 each. I can't believe how... That's so cheap. And she goes, I know. I go, I'm looking at it. I'm like, you got more than $10 invested in here. She goes, I know. She goes, but I love what I do, and I understand that. And she goes, anyway, she just goes, I know. She goes, it's just nobody around here, nobody understands what it is. They don't know what it is, they don't know the value of it. And that is a true story. So that does make a difference. So then I'm thinking, you know what? People don't know because we're not educating them. I mean, they're not educated on it in this area. They don't know it. They're not in that art world of it, so they don't know it. And there's lots of things that I've come to love and appreciate that I don't know anything really about. But it's because of being educated on it, a little bit. Like whether I just see it and then I watch it and I understand it. So it's just showing people, and when I say educate people, I don't mean like giving a class on it or anything like that. So I don't know if any of my friends here have been to Vegas or any place that does this type of art, but I'm going to use this as an example. So my husband and I went to Vegas when my son was living out there to go see him, and we were having fun. We went and walked the strip, and there was this guy out there, which I'm sure everybody's seen. It's all over social media, these types of things. And he was doing the spray paint art. You know what I'm talking about? Where they just spray, and they put little masks in there, and they spray. Well, when I watched this, I did not know what a mask was. If somebody said they put a mask in there, it would have been like, I would have thought like a mask, like a Halloween mask. I had no idea. So I'm watching this guy, and I have no idea what the tools that he's using, what they're called. I don't know anything. All I know is that it is amazing to watch somebody do this. Like, amazing. And I can't think of the word. Like, I was transfixed on it. Like, I couldn't leave. I can't believe how much time we spent there. And we bought one. So I have no idea. I don't know what the techniques are called. I don't know anything about this. All I know is that I was educated in the way of watching somebody create this art. And Were the prices a little bit more than what I wanted to spend? Yeah, they were. You know, everything is. I've always been thrifty. So, but I've thought, well, I mean, like, not only did I think this was amazing, I watched this person create this. So now I had something invested in this. Does that make sense? And I don't realize it at that time. I know it now, but my investment was the education of watching and learning of what somebody did and created, and being a part of it while watching it. So all that to say, I think it would be nice to do if I did a bazaar. If I ever did a bazaar or not a workshop, but someplace where I was selling my books, at least in my area, it would be nice to like do, have it set up. So like we have an hour to set up before this happens, so it's really hard because, but to be able to set up and then be able to put a little spot together where I can actually work on stuff. So to do that, so that people can watch you work on it. My dad was a jeweler, and he did cut coin art, and he did it for years. He started doing that, I want to say, I don't know how old I was. I'm trying to think, like, where did we live? We moved around a lot. So growing up, my parents were not in the service or anything like that. We just moved around a lot, state to state, city to city, house to house. I never lived anywhere longer than 3 years until I met my husband. And so, anyways, but he did cut coin jewelry when I was little. So I'm gonna say, if I had to guess on an age, I'm gonna say I was like 6 maybe when he started. So anyhow, but I remember I would go to arts and crafts shows with him. I think that's what they were called back. Maybe they're still called that. It was an arts and crafts show. I'm gonna do an arts and crafts show. I'm like, okay. So I'm going with my dad. I wanna go. I like to be in the arts and crafts show and watch what's going on and see all the pretty things. And he would have his stuff set up, his cases with his jewelry, and he would have a stand that he sat at with all his stuff, and with his little saw, the little tiny thin blade, like the blade was so thin, like a guitar string or thinner, like it, and this thing, and he would drill these little holes, punch the holes on the coins, drill the holes, and then slip his blades in there, waxing them, and then he would hand cut. I mean, and he was magnificent. I mean, he would cut the letters out of the coins, the letters, so that they looked like they were just floating in there. He had it cut, so he cut it at an angle and have it slanted, and he'd have the letters just floating in there. Then he was really funny. He did a nickel, what is it called? The Indian nickel, is that what it's called? And he cut him out, and he cut him out smoking like a little peace pipe or something. That was not on the coin. He added that into it. But anyways, that sold really well. People loved it because it was different. But the thing is when he sold his stuff, he had it like in shops, to sell. He sold more at an arts and crafts show because he was creating it there. So people were watching it. That is an education because they're watching it being created. Now they see the value. Like, wow, okay, oh my gosh, look how much time that takes. So what I do is nothing compared to that, but still, that's my thought. So I just thought maybe that's what I should do, and maybe it doesn't have to be in a physical place. Maybe I just make a video where I don't really talk. I can talk, but then I can edit it, and I can just fast forward it, not super, super fast, and just kind of put those out there a little bit, like a 3-minute or less, like little spurts of what I'm doing, like just to educate my area. That's it. Because if I'm going to do a show, that's where it's going to be. It's going to be in my area, so my area needs to be educated. And I want people to buy stuff because they really like it and they understand it. I mean, I don't mind people buying it because they're just supporting me. I think that's wonderful and I appreciate that. But I want them to want it, and understand it. And whether they're buying it for themselves or a gift to, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I'm grateful that I have people in my life and that I have friends that want to do that for me. That's really nice, but I want them to get value out of it too. And maybe they do. Maybe they get the value that they get is in the supporting of a friend or somebody, and that's fine too. I guess I just always want someone to, I just want to know that I gave more than taking. 'Cause I don't know. I don't know. So, I'm going to get all sappy here. I'm running out of time. I got to get to the bazaar, but I want these tags made, and I got to post some stuff on Facebook. On the Facebook to let them know the furniture's marked down. I don't want to bring it home. So if it doesn't sell, whoops, I didn't want to go that way. That's okay. If it doesn't sell, I'm going to call a couple of my kids and see if they want any of the pieces. We're going to be making a trip to Spokane this year. I'm terrified, just so you know, terrified. Last year we never go during the winter, during Christmas time, because I'm just terrified of the roads. My husband's a great driver and he's fine, but last winter we ended up going and we spent Christmas out there, and on the way home, oh my gosh, on the pass, it was so bad. Winter was really, really bad. It was some winters are worse than others. Last winter was a really, really bad one. And we witnessed in the dark on the pass, super snowy. Like, I know it's bad when my husband's not doing nearly close to the speed limit. And so I was like wide awake. And we watched this car. Okay, first I'm going to say nobody was hurt. Thank God. There was angels everywhere. Must have been, because this was insane what I witnessed. So this car just spun, hit the ice and the snow, and there's black ice underneath it, like the compact snow, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, hit it. And then there's drifts, there's snow. It's like crazy. It was crazy. Like, we shouldn't have even been driving, but we're already on the pass. What are you going to do? You got to get off the pass. Only way to get off the pass is to get over the pass. So we watched this guy hit this thing, and then he loses control, and then his car goes. You just see lights, and it's really pretty bright on the pass. There's no lights, but between the moon and the snow, and you can see. Does that make sense? So if you've been in the snow, you understand that. And so this car just goes sideways. He hits it, and he loses control. It goes sideways, and then boom, and he flips, boom, boom, and we just watched him roll. Wow, my gosh. So of course, my husband's like, oh my gosh. So we stop. We get over there. We pull over, trying to get the blinkers going, get everything happening, get people to stop, because, other cars are coming, and they're not going to see this. And this is just going to be a huge mess. So, and anyways, we stopped, and there's no service on the pass. No cell service, but you do have that 911. And then there's a couple other people that had went by. So, of course, they kept going, and then they were able to call in and whatever. So we sat there on the pass. It was freezing. And this guy, what happened is, he hit that ice, and then, whoops, look what I did. He hit the bank. He rolled, and then he went into the bank of snow, thank gosh, but the car's like totaled. And he comes out, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Sorry. Like, what the heck is this guy wearing? Because that's what I thought. I was like, what the HE double hockey sticks? He was wearing like little pants. He was just wearing like thin, like not winter pants. And he had shoes on with no socks. And if he had socks, they were like those no-show socks. And I'm like, this guy is not from here. There's no way. Because you do not wear that stuff traveling, especially on the pass in the wintertime. And so he wasn't from here. He actually just flew into Spokane, and he was on his way to the casino in Okanagan or Omak, wherever it's at. Anyways, it's to work. He was hired to do something, and so they flew him in, and I'm like, and the car rental place rented him a car, and I'm like, they're not snow tires. They're just like regular car tires, like probably all weather. I don't know. I'm hoping they were. I don't know. But they were not snow tires. They were not studded tires. He had no chains in his car, because it's a rental. Why would he go buy chains? And I'm thinking, gosh, shouldn't the rental companies be sort of responsible to make sure that their cars are equipped with studs, or letting people know, like, hey, you're going to be traveling this way, or you're going to be using the car. It's this time. You need to have these, whatever. I guess they don't have to, because they didn't. And he also did not know how to drive in the snow. And you have to know how to drive in the snow, because there's things that are different. You need to know how to, not hit your brakes when you hit ice and you lose control. You just got to kind of, or you know what I mean. Anyways, I think you know what I mean. If you've ever had to deal with it or live in it, you might know what I mean. So anyhow, it was horrible. We sat there. I was like, get him in the car. So we brought him in our car. I got in the back seat. Or no, he was in the back seat. Got him in the got him in the car. Got a blanket on him, got our heat going, our car's running, get this guy warmed up because he was like standing in the snow, like he had snow in his shoes. So he's like my stuff, my computer, and I'm like, okay, my husband's gonna try and get what he can get for you. But we sat there and waited until the police came. So we're on reservation. The pass is on reservation, so we have to wait for the tribal police to get there. Like, he can't leave. He's got to stay. There's got stuff that has to happen. You don't just get in a tow truck and go. But the tow truck was so busy that night. All of them. There's not that many of them. They were all so busy that night that we ended up sitting there for, I think, over 2 hours. Oh, it was the longest trip home. And we still had, from that point on, we still had like an hour and a half of driving to get home. And the last 45 minutes of our drive is the most exhausting of the drive because, you know, we're closer to home and it's a super long and boring stretch, and there's a lot of deer that jump out. And so anyways, after that, all that to say, I said, I am never ever doing this during Christmas time again, ever. But my daughter-in-law, I've never met her mom. Her mom has been living far away for a very, very long time and has just moved back to residential California, in a residential area in California. And so she's coming to visit my daughter-in-law for Christmas. And I've never met her. And I want to meet her. She seems really, really nice. But I know my daughter-in-law wants me to meet her. You know, you want to share your moms and your stuff. So I told her her mom's flying. So her mom's flying into Spokane. So she's not driving, but we got to drive there. And I was like, oh, I go, Mandy, I'm coming for Christmas. And she goes, you are? She was so excited. Like, there's just no way. I'm definitely going to be there going. So my husband's like, I don't know what you're worried about. I'm the one that's driving. And I was like, I'm still in the car, man. Come on, man. Anyhow, that is my story. So I know I'll be going to Spokane. So all that, my story, to tell you all that, is, I always get sidetracked, don't I? I'll see who wants what. Although now that I'm thinking about it, do I want to travel on that pass with the trailer in the wintertime? Maybe not. Maybe they'll have to wait till the spring. Okay, well, that story was, I talked myself out of taking a trailer. Okay, well, we're still going to go over. But anyways, if I don't sell this big pieces of furniture, I'm going to reach out to my kids and to see if there's anything they want. Because maybe they want the stuff. M-A-R-K-E-D. Am I spelling? I'm not paying attention. Who knows? We'll find out at the bazaar. Okay. Marked down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this like this, and then I already have my name, my tags on the thing with the prices. So then I think I was going to use these ones, but I think, and then I was just going to put the new price on there. So like this one, I would just put like, so right now the vanity, I have it at $2.99. So maybe I will do, I'm going to go even less than half. I want it to sell. So I'm going to go $139. But see, I feel like, can you see that? I still have to take a shower. Or do I? No, I'm just kidding. I do. I really need to take a shower before I go to the bazaar, and I need to finish making these tags. Because I want these to hang off the original tag. So when they say $2.99 and then they see $139, they'll be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Heck yes, girl. You got it. So I'm going to give you that money. And that would be nice. So that's going to be for the vanity. Maybe I should write that on the back. Whoa. I'm going to forget. This is going to be the vanity. Maybe I won't write it in the marker. I'm going to use my pencil. Whoops. Yeah, this is going to be the vanity. And then I'll just take a glue dot and I'll stick this on there, so they can see. Price slash. So we'll do a vanity. It's going to get a big one. And then we'll do the, let's see, the hutch. The hutch I have at $3.89. So let's mark the hutch down to So sad because I really, really want it. I really think it'll fit in my spot. It's skinny. I mean, like, you don't come across these hutches like this so much. So, I think I'm going to not mark it down as much like that. I'm going to mark it down enough. Ugh. Then I think, am I going to end up keeping it and putting it in the spot and then regretting that I have it there? I don't think that I will. I come across them often, but no, I don't. I come across hutches often, not like this. This is one of those really slender ones, like a, I don't know what it's called, but like I was reading about it. This, I don't think this is a Hepplewhite, but you know how Hepplewhite, if you know anything about furniture, it's more slender, so it's like skinnier, so it doesn't stick out so far. Anyhow. Let's do that one. I have it at $3.89. So how about if we go down to, my gut said $3.25, but I'm almost thinking I need to get the number 3 off of it. So how about if we take that down to $2.99? That's like almost $100 off, right? Okay. Tucked me into it. $2.99. Okay. And then I'm just gonna write, I think I can do the black ink later, so I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be the hutch. Okay. And then I wanna do the, where do you go? You go on here. So these ones are too big. I have these little ones too. I'm also thinking the candle blocks. So they're so cute. And I said I can just use them as gifts to give away, but I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm thinking now that I took these little cute little, I only had tea lights, so I took them and I put them in a plastic bag, put a little twine bow on them, and I stuck them in the thing so they'd have it. I didn't have any battery operated flickering candles, and I live in an area where we just can't, I don't have any place to go buy them. So, but I thought maybe I'll mark those down, and instead of I'll sell them, maybe I'll mark them all down to just $10 each, or 2 for $15. $10 each or 2 for $15. I want to sell them. I mean, what am I going to do with this stuff? What am I going to do with it? $10 each or 2 for $15. I think that's what I'm going to do. So let me see. I need the vanity. I have the hutch. Oh, the bench. I need the bench. What am I going to do with the bench? So I have the bench at $2.99. I really think it's worth it, but everybody's like, oh, I wish I had a covered porch. Oh, I wish this. Oh. I'm just being all whiny. It's true. I wish I had a covered porch too. That's where I put it. That's what I told my husband. You know, we make a covered porch. And I asked him, I said, if I seal this really good, can we keep it outside if it's a covered area? And he said, yeah, we sure can. But I don't have a space for it. I'd have to build a space. I don't want to build a space. So let me see. If we marked that down, I have it at $2.99. $2.99. So do I just take $100 off of it? Yes. So, you know, that's better than nothing, right? So it's $100 off. There we go. So that's the bench. And, oops. Okay. And so we have the bench. We have the bench. We have the hutch. Those are the 3 big pieces. I'm like, what the heck is that? Those are my 3 big pieces. I have to do the little desk. I wanna mark that desk. I really want that desk to sell. So I know what I paid for the desk, and I know what I got invested in the desk, and I know that I have no place to put the desk. It's super cute. That's a piece that I think would look so cute, just like on a porch with a little pot on there, or a little notepad, like here I came to visit you, or I don't know, like there's all kinds of things in a guest room. So let's see, we're gonna mark the bench down. I don't even remember what I have the bench at. What do I have the bench at? I mean the desk. What did I put on the desk? Huh. Well, isn't that something? I have to go look. I'll be right back. All right. So the desk was, oh my gosh, what was the desk? The desk was $49, and I'm gonna take it down to $30. That's gonna be the desk. So the little desk chair. $30. And the magazine rack table was, I had it at $39. I'm gonna take it to, whoop, magazine rack already. I'm gonna put magazine on there. I'm gonna take that down to 25. And then the round table, a round table actually had a lot of interest in it, but I also had it at $59, $60, which, okay, I'm not a furniture store, but still, come on, come on. And so this is gonna be the round table, and I can't see my pencil marks. I'm gonna, hopefully this will be okay. I'll see it, not through. Okay, kind of, but a little bit, that's all right. I'll probably be like, what did I write? Okay, whatever. I'm taking it down to 35. I hope that works. So I'm gonna go ahead and just finish my little things here. I'm gonna go to take my shower. I'm gonna go to the bazaar, and hopefully this stuff sells. All right, thanks my friends. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know this was probably not the most entertaining video, but it was nice. It was nice to just chat with you and work my way through this. Enjoy all your moments. Bye.